serious? What's a dark secret you want to get off of your chest? I worked on SpongeBob SquarePants, the Yellow Avenger, and know for a fact that the game cannot be 100% completed on the DS version, 99% max. Not my fault, but I hate that it shipped like that and feel sorry for anyone who seriously tried. I've been a functioning alcoholic since 2018 when I was drugged, taken to another location, and sexually assaulted by multiple people. I began using alcohol to numb myself after that. A few years later I got in an abusive relationship and my drinking just spiraled completely out of control. I never told my friends or family about the assault or my alcoholism. They eventually found out about the abusive relationship once I left him for good. Even after I got out of the relationship, I was basically drinking myself to death. I would drink anywhere from 10-18 cans almost every night of the week until I could pass out in my bed until morning. I tried cutting back a few times but would always relapse worse than before. But today I am proud to say that I'm 19 days sober, starting therapy, and am looking forward to finally getting my life back on track. Not so dark, but I hope my stepdad breaks it off with my mom. She is physically and emotionally abusive to him, but they act like it's a normal thing couples do. It would be awful because I like him, but I want him to be happy. I suffered from horrific intrusive thoughts due to OCD, and for 28 years I thought something was wrong with me. That I may end up being a predator, murderer, psycho, even though all of the thoughts made me physically sick. I was genuinely scared to babysit my 2-year nephew alone because what if I accidentally threw him down the stairs? I finally opened up to my therapist and she helped me work through it all, and I'm not triggered anymore and I can finally live peacefully. During a manic episode I was filled with so much rage and sorrow that I let a homeless man take me into a ditch behind a church in hopes that he would kill me. He didn't. He just snorted some meth, showed me pictures of his girlfriends, and made pleasant conversation. I guess he was just lonely. I didn't know he was homeless till my mom found us and offered him a ride to his place, which then we discovered he didn't have one. I didn't expect him to kill me. I was just hoping he would, as an obviously drugged up man walking across the street to approach a 19-year-old girl who is alone and offering her into a ditch where bodies are often found was a decent enough red flag. And let's not forget that I was in a state of psychosis. I isolate myself from people and then get mad about it later on. I felt relieved when my dad killed himself. While he had a lot of mental health issues, he was also not a very nice person and put me and my family through a lot of pain for many years. I have countless stories of the up things he said and did. I now have conflicting feelings where I am sad that someone suffered so much pain and inflicted so much pain on others, but I'm also relieved that it is over and I don't honestly miss him at all. When I was 7 I was home alone. I called 911 due to a house fire that consumed half the house and they found me outside. My mother, who was at work, as a latchkey kid, was told by the fire department that it was an electrical fire. In truth, I had a lighter and was fascinated by fire. I was burning the little tassels at the end of the blanket on my bed, putting them out before it caught the whole blanket on fire. Until I wasn't able to and the whole bed caught fire. An electrical outlet shorted out from the heat, which caused the fireman to think that was the cause. I'm 40 now. My mother still doesn't know the truth and I still remember it all vividly, complete with the heat on my face as I tried in vain to put out the bed. I spend most time in my bed on my phone. I hate it and I don't think anyone knows. When I was 8 years old I was at a friend's sleepover. He was also the same age and there was also an older boy there. He asked me to get naked and lay on my friend. After saying no multiple times I got persuaded to do it. He said they do it a lot as guys his age. I don't know much more of that night. I guess my brain said, let's forget that. I still know how the room looked, what games we played before and how the bed and the carpet looked. I'm 20 now and I think because of that I had a lot of trouble accepting physical touch and intimacy. It's one of the most detailed memories of my childhood till one point that I didn't spend near enough time with my nan in the months before her death. For context, she was 101 hilarious, kind and had all her faculties. She was the best support, and everything you would want in a nan. With her age, I knew time was short but didn't prioritize her as much as I should have. I saw her the night before she died. I said I'm sorry and she accepted it and forgave me, but you could tell she was sad. Next time I saw her she was gone. I regret it every day of my life. For those who have grandparents that are alive, and you can't get to them or it's hard, don't beat yourself up. The comments I read that helped me might help you too. If you can physically or mentally see them, do it. Otherwise look after yourself. Your grandparents and parents made good people. I have a really difficult time connecting to and understanding other people. I'm never cruel about it. I just don't feel connected to anyone. It hurts me. I did let it hurt anyone else. My best friend since 10 now, 32, just got married. I wasn't included in the bachelor party nor invited to stand in the wedding. I left shortly after dinner was served. No pictures, no partying. Seen him as I was leaving. We said we loved each other and I said congratulations. I don't feel the want to do anything. I feel no excitement for future dates or events. I'm not excited or looking forward to anything except greedy like getting money or objects. I'm not even materialistic. It's just like my brain is looking for shortcuts to make me feel some sort of excitement, and so it looks for objects that I want. This makes me feel horrible. My girlfriend asks me to play video games or hang out with her and I always do, but I never look forward to it until we actually do something. I always enjoy my time with her but I can't get hyped up to do anything. I've heard this with older people but I'm only 18 and I'm horrified. I need this motivation. I have terrible memory issues, and no matter what I do to keep things on track, meds, planners, reminders, alarms, etc., things still slip through the cracks. It makes me feel terrible. BC I hate the disappointed or even frustrated look I get when I ask a question and should clearly know the answer. It's especially difficult when people end up thinking I don't care. BC if you cared then you'd remember I care so much. I never want to ask what we planned for tomorrow, again, and when your birthday is, again. Despite attending the party last year, it just gets really hard to juggle everything all the time. I accidentally killed a person while protecting myself. It haunts me to this day. I am not guilty of anything.